All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on every issues trending and happening in Biafran territory. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on your notification because we will be notifying you whenever we drop our spanking news. And one thing you're sure is that we will be dropping you updated news and information. Now let us go straight up to the issue on ground this night. If you're joining us right now, with the needful needs to be done, just make sure you're sharing this video to every Biafrans. Yeah, both those living in the homeland and those in diaspora. Let them know what is happening currently in Biafraland. Now, the news update is that the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has just posted on his S handle concerning Ebubeagu security outfit, and he has said, if you know you are a member of Ebubeagu, you have given 24 hours to run or leave Biafraland as quickly as possible, because the Biafran Liberation Army will be coming for you, and then when they come, you will have yourself to blame. Yes, that is what the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is actually saying to the Ebubeagu security outfit. We agree. We can actually agree that the Ebubeagu security outfit have proven to be the enemies of Biafra. They have proven to be the enemies of Biafrans in the homeland. They have proven to be those who are working and doing everything possible to make sure that they buy our innocent mother and our innocent brothers and sisters. They've proven to be a menace in the community. They've proven to be the the so-called terrorists that have been working for the Nigerian government. Let me tell you what these so-called governors do with these boys. They equipped them. That is why you have different kind of Ebubeagu security outfit. You have some, in Anambra State, and they call themselves the Anambra Vigilante Group. But let me tell you, they were actually a faction. In fact, they were gotten from Ebubeagu. So I see them as a faction of Ebubeagu. And let me tell you, Charles Oludo has been using these guys to carry all, kind of atrocious things. These are the people who are responsible for the attacks, the incessant attacks and the insecurity that is happening in Biafran territory. I can assure you that. And that is why, because of the activities they've been causing in Biafran land, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has actually announced that he has given them 24 hours. I'm going to give you full details on this issue of the Ebubeagu security outfit so that you will know that these guys have actually caused more harm than good in Biafran land. That is just the reality as we continue to wait, for the address of the Prime Minister concerning this Ebubeagu security outfit. But the information have been passed. So if you have family or any member of your family who is working for this so-called Ebubeagu security outfit, better tell them to run away as quickly as possible. If not, then go collect woto. You know how the Biafran Liberation Army comes. They do not spare anybody. So far, you're an enemy of Biafra, you go collect as it dey hot. Now let us go into the issue of the day.
Publications or watch videos with or from a different perspective. Are you getting me? Remember I said I have no apology, and don't see it as if I'm boasting. No, even that's how I do my own thing. You might have read it and passed because you understand every word he said there in the normal terms, based on the meanings in the normal terms. You understood it. No problem about that for you. You pass. But we are here for you. I am here for you because I read it and I read some different kinds of meaning into it. Now, ka m gwazie gị ife m na-ekwu, ka m gbaa gị ọkpa n'eze. Gee ntị. Ka m gbaa gị ọkpa n'eze. He said, there is an urgent need for unity of purpose. Many of you may read it and say unity of purpose. Yeah, unity. We have to unite to actualize Biafra. Yeah. Foul. If you ever think that the criminal Benjamin Madubugu, how many of you followed me in 2021 when I told you this man has betrayed? When I was showing you his video, his comments in the court after they went to that kangaroo court in Abuja, how many of you, I want to see you in the comment section, even though we are not many today. Right now, we have 500 and something people watching from across the two sister and backup platforms we are broadcasting with. We have 500 and something watching live now. So I want to know, out of these 500 and something people watching, how many of you were here? How many of you were here 2021 when I exposed Benjamin Madubugu? In 2021, don't make mistake about the date or the year. When I told you this man has sold out, that and nobody was ever thinking about Benjamin Madubugu selling out. He was in the court with some group of lawyers, by the then IPOB lawyers. He was there in the court. How many of you? I want I told you that after exposing the other one, and what's the name? Can somebody remind me that his colleague, their partner in crime, Ishinwa, Bright Chimezi Ishinwa, after exposing his own criminality, I exposed this idiot in 2021. I watched that video. I said, no, hey, quite many things we didn't know that happened. We didn't know many things that happened because we were focusing on DOS, not knowing because all this man was the overall, commander of the Eastern Security Network in Biafraland. Here, I'm talking about here, not the idiot in Kuwait. You understand? This idiot, Benjamin. And I told you this guy has sold out. Now, when he told you unity of purpose, which is coded, this word is coded, he meant unity. Let us unite and fight for power, for political power and political will under the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. I will show you. Angolango na nkwo na-abịa. Angolango na nkwo na-abịa. Nkwo nọ n'ụzọ and I don't know nso. Olutego. There is an urgent need for unity of purpose. Unity of purpose. What is your purpose? Is it restoring Biafra? Of course, we all know that the answer is no. Which unity of purpose? To release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? We all know that the answer is hell no, because you cannot release somebody you helped to put in, in the state of quagmire. You can't. You can't. That's why sometimes when people are making comments about Uchechi, they say she better repent now. I look at them and say, these people do not understand what happened. Because you cannot help somebody you helped to put in the state of mess. Are you paying attention? There is no possibility in this world for any sensible human being to help somebody out of an ugly situation that you played a key role and put him into that very situation. You can't. You can't. Because when you were doing that, your eyes were open, your heart, you cross your mind that yes, this guy, I want this guy to be in this particular situation. You press button, you push forward, you did everything you could, you sabotage him, you did everything you could. And at the end, you achieve your dream of bringing that person down. Is there any possibility for you to come again to fight to bring him up again? It is not possible. Unless you just want to teach that guy, maybe the guy is trying to challenge you now to, maybe you are his boss. Normally you are his boss. You settled him. Now the person now become big. He wants to show you that, yeah, you, of course you were my boss, but right now I'm a boss of my own. I can do anything I want. And on he began to shook his fingers in your own eyes. Then you can say, "Come go see go to this boy. If you were blogger, you're better. Come You can do him. You can do something to him to, bring him back to the earth. To bring him back to earth. To let him know, my friend, you are still here in this world. You are not riding in paradise. You are not in. You are here in the world, in this earth. Then Ogisi Juziayo, then Asogebo. You're not somebody you see your rivalry. Not somebody you see as your rivalry. Or somebody ililingo ya. Only if they want to be ilingo mado. Somebody ililingo ya. Put other person in the state of mess. You can never ever do anything in life to bring that person up. It is impossible. I can beat my chest and say it. It is impossible. You understand? So this political structure now they have, gone into, Benjamin Madubugu and Ifeanyi Ejiofor as spearheading it. They have now brought in others like Chinche Edozie, though they have always admired this before now. Chike Edozie, Chinasanwo, that's why they have been clamoring for underground work. They have been underground. Now the result of their underground are Nife. So I want you to remember this. Let us unite. There is an urgent need for unity of purpose. Remember that. And also remember, so that you don't get confused, remember that this is one of the people who destroyed IPOB and put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the mess that he is today. Bear that in mind, that these are the main people who betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and destroyed IPOB. I want you to bear that in mind. I don't have to explain to you how he destroyed IPOB because everything is in the public. The moment they brought in cabals and then they grouped themselves and started fighting, hired 500,000 Irats to fight Mazi Samrepa and those that they called autopilot. That is where, because we were all, following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all of us, including Mazi Samrepa himself, all of us, everybody, including all the members, both top and lowest members of the bridge, Biafra government. All of us, I say all, not even one person is left behind. All of us were followers and the students of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You understand? So knowing fully well this idiot, Benjamin Onyori, including Chike Edozie, who paraded himself as the HOD, knowing fully well that we are all in one basket, we are all in one direction, we are all fighting for one thing, We are all looking for freedom. We are all followers and students of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Does it mean that that Chike Doziefa with Benjamin Madubugu, who happened to be the then overall commander of the ESN in Biafraland, does it mean they lack the leadership qualities to hold the family together and push forward for the struggle until they see the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Does it mean that they lack leadership qualities, or does it mean they purposely destroyed IPOB? It's a simple question, because you all know that Simon did not do anything to them. He never done anything wrong to any of them. He was even fighting for them. When we started the fight against the criminals, Mazi Samanepa himself was still telling us to calm down, that if they cancel sit at home, they still have some other stringent measures against the Zoological Republic and for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This whole thing happened in the public. It is not secret. It took many months. It took many months of attack against Mazi Samanepa before he retaliated. He came to join us in this fight. Yes, when we were fighting for him, I did a program that titled "In Defense of Mazi Samanepa." In defense of Mazi Samanepa and the propaganda to tarnish his image. I restreamed it the other time, because that program was done on our main Facebook page, which is under threat of deletion now. Which is under threat of deletion. I restreamed it. So what stopped them? These idiots, these criminals, what stopped them from bringing the whole family together? Even when I was shouting, you know what I was doing? I was trying to represent the name of this channel, which is called Biafra Unite. I was fighting to represent the name of our platform, Biafra Unite. I was calling for peace, calling for everybody to unite, to keep the family that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu built together. Keep this family together. I was calling calling Chike Dozieha, stop all these your boys from what they are doing. We need to concentrate now, find what to do against the zoo to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. Every time, once I'm in a studio to make a live broadcast, I used to shout, this is my main topic. Unity, unity, unity within the IPOB family. Until it is done on all of us that they were on a mission. They were on a mission to disorganize IPOB family. They were on a mission. Mazi, or anything Mazi none ya. Chike Doziefa, Chinasa Nworu, Benjamin Madu, all of them that comprise, that make up that criminal entity called DOS, they are all in it together. Fanchali Juruono together. Because only anybody calling Chin Chin, that Chin Chi, that Delilah of our time, to retrace her steps. You are the one actually who need to retrace your step. If till now you are still calling Chinchi, that Akuna, to retrace her step, you are the one who is actually need to retrace your steps. Because you can say, man, no ebunu. No, my brothers and sisters. Now, let us listen to this. Let us, because it did not end here. This political madness did not actually end here.
Meanwhile,
my brother.
Meanwhile, some members.
I'm telling you. things are really, really, really happening.
Meanwhile, some members of the indigenous people of Biafra on Friday agitation through a political process. According to details made available to Daily Independent via a press release, the group said that moves are ongoing to form a political wing designed to bring the right balance in the fight for the well-being of Indigo. The new political wing consists of prominent members of the organization who are exploring opportunities to end the marginalization of Indigo through political involvement.
Did it? That these cabals who have now moved into zoo politics are top members of the group. These cabals who have fashioned a way out for themselves to enrich themselves, because the proceed which they sold, they gained, or they got from the sale of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is finished. The proceed is finished. Now they are hungry. Ndị ji Nkefaru Hotel n'Enugu Arugo Dochichina Sanworu. They have built their hotel. Even the hotel, as I'm talking to you, the twin building is not even finished. It's not furnished. The same way it was when those buildings were exposed. It's still the same way till today, because he used his own money, his own proceed, to start that very project. Once the money was over, the project was, was left, just in the middle of ocean. If we get now the news says top members of the group, and do not expect to hear the name of Chike Dozie. Don't expect to hear the name of China Sanworu. Don't expect to hear the name of Benjamin Madubugu. That is the reason why it is important for us to see that very tweet, the early tweet from Benjamin Madubugu, so that we can be able to, of course, connect the dots in order to get the answer to our questions.
Meanwhile, some members of the indigenous people of Biafra on Friday agitation through a political process. According to details made available to Daily Independent via a press release, the group said that moves are ongoing to form a political wing designed to bring the right balance in the fight for the well-being of Indigo. The new political wing consists of prominent members of the organization who are exploring opportunities to end the marginalization of Indigo through political involvement. The leadership of the group, in a statement signed by its spokesperson, Mazi Nwachukwu, noted that the reason for the floating the new wing is to enable collective efforts and engagement.
Did you hear that? A statement signed by its spokesperson, Nwachukwu or something like that. Do not expect to hear Emma Powerless.
Aimed at
Are you paying attention? Do not expect somehow to hear the name of Emma Powerless, because it's not going to happen. You cannot hear his name. Yes, you can't. Because they know the game they are playing. Remember the early tweet that I showed you. To unite for common, for them to unite, unity of purpose. He is soliciting unity of purpose in order for them to go into politics, as they believe that that is the only way forward for their, political. Of course, one of them, the gangster in of course in South Africa, had already made it public long ago his intention of joining politics in Nigeria. So this shouldn't be a surprise to any of you listening.
Meanwhile, some members of the indigenous people of Biafra on Friday agitation through a political process. According to details made available to Daily Independent via a press release, the group said that moves are ongoing to form a political wing designed to bring the right balance in the fight for the well-being of Indigo. The new political wing consists of prominent members of the organization who are exploring opportunities to end the marginalization of Indigo through political involvement. The leadership of the group, in a statement signed by its spokesperson, Mazi Wachuku, noted that the reason for the floating the new wing is to enable collective efforts and engagement aimed at getting the best solution to the problem of Indigo in Nigeria, that is the people of the Igbo region. Now, in the statement, it said that they intend to explore a common ground and close the gap between the political class and the common class in the South.
Now, you see, their criminality is playing out now in the public. Even if you look at the title from the shared screen, if you look at the title, you see what is written here. Breaking, IPOB members form political wing, seek end to violence. Now, let me tell you, don't say because you did not hear the name of Chike Dozie that therefore is fake news. No, you are the one who will be making a great mistake. Don't say because the spokesperson was not written a Mapawales, therefore it's not a Mapawales. You are making a great mistake. Remember that this is national television, even though the zoo journalists and journalism in the zoo is completely, garbage. Completely garbage, around nonsense. But this is a national TV. They won't just mention IPOB without, substantial evidence at their own disposals. Yes, they can't just mention IPOB members forming political wing of IPOB. Maybe they want to be like, we know them as wannabe Simon Èkpá. After all, Simon is a politician in Finland, so we can stay from political wing in the Zoological Republic because we can be able to win and then start enjoying our own. After all, Simon is a politician. And he cannot castigate us for joining politics because he himself is a politician. These are the things in their mind, in their little tiny brain that is as poor, low as that of an ant. Philosophia that Mazi Simon Èkpá #1 is a Finnish citizen and his politics or political career lies in Finland until Biafra is restored. That is number one. And the number two is that they failed to understand that even the same prime minister they want to be like has equally, dumped politics. He has equally, excused himself from politicking in Finland in order to concentrate on Biafra restoration, which is in the public. Right? So they forgot these things and they don't care about these things, but these are realities. Now I want to throw a challenge. I want to challenge them. I want to challenge the criminals. Anybody who will tell me that this is not IPOB of DOS should come with evidence of those that this TV presenter is talking about, who are the ones using the name of IPOB in this legal manner in the public, without us knowing who they are, without us seeing their faces, without us seeing their identity, without us knowing who they are or where they come from, then, which is the same methodology, the same tactics of those who claim to be leadership and structure, structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, in the beginning, they used to confuse us with structure. They said this is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu structure. You want to put down Mazi Nnamdi Kanu structure. Now that word has failed. They started using, DOS is wise. DOS is wise has failed. They jumped to leadership. Leadership. So we want to know who are these IPOB members who have now formed a political wing and going straight away into the politics of the Zoological Republic. Who are they? Who are the people? Until they answer that question, then we will understand. Because let me know if my words are, mokumona dabakwa, because or they go late, or they go very late now. Let me know kumona dabakwa, because after this very broadcast, I'm going to listen to it from beginning till the end to make sure that na if any nemkulu dabalonania, yeah, because I will make him a mistake. I only find it very, very important to come here and do this thing that I'm doing today, because tomorrow is going to be sit at home in Enugu, in the old Enugu state. So, but to be honest, my body is not intact, to be honest with you. Now, I want to show you something. And what I want to show you right now, we will be discussing about it probably tomorrow. We are not going to discuss it. We will discuss about it tomorrow. In fact, it's going to be the starting point, the starting of our broadcast. Or before I show you that, because that is very, very important. Before I show you that, let us first of all watch this. Let us watch this. Just a moment. Just a moment. Just a moment. I think we are here now. We are here.
Within the Senate that they should go and fight again to take Bakassi from Cameroon. Biafra also are planning to take Bakassi from Cameroon. I don't know what is happening. I don't know, because Biafra, the leaders of the Biafra nation, say they have.
Somebody should let this man know that Biafrans are not trying to take Bakassi Peninsula. That is another big insult, though he's from Cameroon. He's from Cameroon. I don't know if he's from Ambazonia or he's from Cameroon. I don't know, but I believe he's from Cameroon, because the way he speaks shows very well that he is from Cameroon. Now, let us listen to him.
Within the Senate that they should go and fight again to take Bakassi from Cameroon. Biafra also are planning to take Bakassi from Cameroon.
There is no way we are fighting to take Bakassi from Cameroon. No. Bakassi Peninsula remains part and parcel of Biafraland until the indigenes of Bakassi Peninsula prove us wrong. Until they say otherwise. Until the citizens say otherwise. Remember, we are in 21st century, and of course, it is a new era. Hold these two words. I will come back there.
I don't know what is happening. I don't know, because Biafra, the leaders of the Biafra nation, say they have asked the government of Cameroon or Cameroonians to withdraw from Bakassi totally. Meaning to them, Bakassi belongs to Nigeria or Bakassi belongs to Biafra. And this is a problem coming. I keep on calling the attention of the government of Cameroon. They should not sleep over this issue of Vacate. They should not. Because Nigeria, they are planning to come back. In Biafra, they are planning. Up to the point where they have said they have sent information that Cameroonians, so we cannot blame that only 5% Cameroonians are there. Maybe they are threatening their lives there. And then they say, so we asked them severally to withdraw completely from Vacate, stop oil exploitation, and also not to force our people to pay tax. And this is the very reason that the governor of the Southwest region mentioned, Okala Bila mentioned that they kidnapped the divisional officer because he was asking them to pay tax. So they never wanted to pay tax because they are claiming that it is their territory. Even if it is their...
It is not a claim. Bakassi Peninsula remains part and parcel of Biafraland. There is no claim there. But I have a word for him. Let's continue.
Territory. You don't pay tax to your government. And illegally, the United Nations hand over the territory to Cameroon. So far as you are there, you have to pay tax to Cameroon until when it will legally be handed over back to Nigeria. Then you pay your tax to Nigeria or hand over to Biafra, pay your tax to Biafra. That is what I have to say here. I repeat it again. And also not to force our people to pay tax to them as against the Green Tree Agreement. The Green Tree Agreement is an agreement that was signed between Nigeria and Cameroon before Bakassi was given to Cameroon. So we will look through that Green Tree Agreement maybe in our next video or any other video. Even though the agreement was between them and Nigeria, they are forcing our people to become their citizens, which is also against the Green Tree Agreement. I refuse this particular statement because I don't believe that there is any nation anywhere that will force a foreigner to become their own citizen.
But that is what you have done. That is exactly what you have done already. You said that United Nations handed Bakassi to Cameroon with the consent of Nigeria, right? That's what you said. Now, you went to United Nations and argue that Bakassi Peninsula should be handed over to you because you have evidence of the agreement reached with the then military head of state of Nigeria, Yakubu Gowon, and then the government of Cameroon. So you won in the United Nations, right? You won, no problem. And then Nigeria handed you Bakassi. Nigeria handed over the Bakassi to you. Now, let us come to reality. Now, this one is what you just said and what I have narrated is the stupid side of it, the ignorant part of it. Only Cameroon